You know, one of the hardest truths I had to learn about the dating was when I was still in high school and I was being advised by someone close to me. I remember this lady, she told me straight, she was like, I remember the first time I started to act in an uncaring way towards a woman, and I saw how the lady would start chasing me. Okay? So that's when I learned the secret of making somebody to chase you. When you stop caring, they start chasing you. Most of the time, we don't know that they were gonna chase because we are quick to feel like, it's been a month now. Oh, no, this person, she will find someone else or will find someone new. Whereas if you were to give them enough time, you are not to care at all, and give them that space, you will be so shocked. I was just telling someone even yesterday, I was like, it's so funny on how also common it is for women to chase men. Women chase men as much as men chase women. Let me assure you this. The rate might just differ a little bit, just a little bit. But let me assure you that a woman, most of them, no matter what, they will show you that they are capable of chasing, so long as you give them enough space to do so. So everybody chases at the end of the day. It does not matter. So it's just that guys are built or trained from a young age that you must hunt, run after women. Yeah, you are the one who support, or else a woman won't. And even myself, I had the time, countless times women saying, I never chase a guy. If he doesn't text me, I keep quiet. All the ladies I would also meet, they would all claim that they never did anything wrong. The man is the one who approached first. But in my case, I would realize, wait a minute, this lady, she's the one actually who hinted on me, she's the one who made a move, most of them. But they make it seem like they are always the chased one. So let me tell you that everybody, at the end, you give them enough space, they do chase. It does not discriminate, that thing. Myself, maybe it is easier because the moment we gonna contact with someone, I also begin to remove them from my heart. I don't even leave a room where I say after 2 months I will text, because whenever I do so, it still screws me up. I only win when they text me first. In most cases, 9 times out of 10, when I text first, it never works for me. Even if I can go for 30 days or 60 days, I barely have experiences where I texted. I can't even recall one time, where I texted and the person was ready for me. No, she'll just be happy for that day. Tomorrow she starts again. But whenever she on her own comes back, it's almost a guarantee that she is ready to talk to me. So in order to win over people, this is how it works. Your ex needs to be given space. Your ex, you need to forget about them. But then again, you must master a skill of putting them in a side job. If they come back, given that you're still interested, you can still take them back, if so long as you still want them, okay? But I wouldn't really advise you on that. So myself, I know how to put someone, and when they reach out, I first check, is it worth it? And I look where I am. If I'm with someone, of course, I'm like, oh no, that person was toxic, I'm happy you're here. But if I realize they came back and whatever we were fighting about, it was not even a big thing, that is when I'm like, you know what? Let's see how it goes this time around. And some, of course, they never really change. You entertain them, the following day they go back to their habits, and I realize, this is not worth it. But the fact is, I see them chasing. And sometimes the harder you make it. I have seen an ex doing the same. At first they came back, at first they would claim, let's get back together. But just because I was no longer interested, it was easy for me to just not entertain it so much. It took months, I won't lie to you, because I wouldn't care to text them and all. But there came a time where finally that ex would beg me to just take them back, where I can see this person, it seems like she means it this time around. So that is when you realize you can now say, I want them back. But you find that it was unfortunate, it was too late. But the very same person had told me that they have lost love for me. So had I not given them enough space, had I kept on chasing them instead, I would have just further pushed them away. But the fact that they said that, and I never tried to beg, I gave them space, I stopped bothering them or bothering her, let me assure you, eventually, as much as I can just be honest with you, sometimes it can take longer, these things can take time. But the guaranteed thing is, she came back to me. She's begged me for love back. For real, I could just tell now she's ready. Although she just told me that some time ago that once she stopped loving a guy, she's done. So exes, they all come back, honestly. Not her alone, but I have many different examples. Just that, to read it all, the video will be longer. But I want to tell you that when you realize someone has lost interest in you and you still want them back, though a little bit, it's better to stop caring. Train yourself from that day. You begging them, hardly does it work, Although sometimes it works, I can believe that, but most cases you will lose them for good, because at that time they don't see you as attractive. At that time, they don't see anything. So give them that space. Give them a life without you. Make them get used to a life without you, and then they will start to make comparisons that, what, I think my life with that person was better than what I'm getting now. Because sometimes it's a matter of them doing the same thing over and over. You get tired of it, working up to the same job every day. You get burnt out. Whereas if you were to rest, I've seen people who retired from jobs or work, and then after some month or a year, now they're ready to start working the very same job. It's because they were just tired. They kept doing the same thing for over 15 years. So even with people, it's the case. Let them chase you. Letting them chase you is the same as no contact, space. Don't force them. Be strong, and they will eventually come back when they are ready. And most cases they will, unless even that you are that toxic ex, then I won't promise you. But if you know that it's not like we had serious issues, they will come back. And yes, of course, if you enjoyed this content, I still have more like this. Go ahead, subscribe and hit the notification bell on your right. And as for me, I will see you in the next video upload. Take care.